I have been violated. I mean, seriously violated, and I'm hopping mad. But let my failure be your win. Let me explain it to you. Here's the backstory. Everybody who watches this channel know I am super, super crazy about my Tridix USB tester. I have this one and I have the one without the screen, which is like 16. This one is probably like 40. But it's not about the tester per se. But I always say every creator should have one of these or the cheaper one in their kit. And I'm going to explain why in a second. So, week ago, I hit the interweb and I'm like, I'm going to buy some new cables because I'm going on this trip and I just like to make sure I got a lot of good cables. I've been slowly replacing older junk cables with new cables and I have a status, right? I say you want to get 240 watt, 40, 80, 120 gigabits per second compatible, basically USB 4, Thunderbolt 4 cables, and stick to those and they'll cover everything else. Okay. So there is an occasion where I'm using something like the OBSBot here, where I'm just going to use the cable to power the camera, but I'm going to use HDMI or NDI to move the signal. In that case, it doesn't matter as much. So let's pop over to Amazon. Get to Amazon, and here is the cable.
Oopsie.
I saw it, and it wasn't even on sale yet, but I saw it, and I was like, it says right there in huge manganese letters, 240 watts. So let's click upon D. All right, it says it's 240 watts. Check. It says it's 2.5 times faster charging, 8,000 devices supported, got good, decent, protection, and a 3-year lifespan. Okay, gangster. Then it says the charging speed, all-time fastest, 80% faster, charge to 80% in 30 minutes. And that's not the way it works. Fast charging on the iPhone 17 anyway is about 50 to 60% in 30 minutes. But you know what? I would let that slide. Could have been a typo, right? Then I get over here and it shows that, 140 max on a MacBook Pro. And they even showed a similar Tridix style product here, but this is a fake AI rendering of a different speed tester. USB cable tester, which I won't get into because I don't want to confuse you, but let's get over here. But here was the keyword. When you see this word is absolute gold. You are looking for E-marker. If it says E-marker on it, it should do that thing. Right? It's very important that the cable says E-marker. And that's all I really looked for was it could do 140 watts and it had the E-marker and it had the extended power range, aka EPR, right? That is the thing that works. The rest of these are just cute to let you know how strong it is. Whatever. I'm like, gangster, add to cart. And again, it wasn't even quote unquote 18% off at $8.97 yet. So I added it to the cart. But I'm gonna just double check, scroll down here a wee bit. And they put out the Apple-looking tech blanket with the same words, 240 watts, E-marker, got the ice chip, which, whatever, and 20 minutes to charge to 60%. All right, they still a little fabulation, but I'm cool with it. This would work. Now, let me show you the real deal problem. Again, I think it's super important that you understand when you buy a cable nowadays, it's almost not worth buying unless it has an E-marker. And the reason why you're looking for that 240 watt and say 20, 40, 80, or 120 gigabits per second, 10 and 20, Thunderbolt 3, 40, Thunderbolt 4, 80, 120, Thunderbolt 5. And all that matters is if you go out on a job and you plug in an SSD or you're using a high power camera, like the Sony that I'm recording on right now, you want to know that if for some reason you need to connect it via UVC, universal video connector, and you want that 4K to slide through, it works. If you are connecting multiple USB cameras, you're going to want to make sure it works. And even something like this YOLO S3, which is an amazing webcam, it detects when you have a dumb USB cable on it because it's trying to pull a very beautiful signal across a weak cable. So this is why you're looking for that E-marker and that 240 watts, which means it's going to power things properly, charge them at the right clip, and kind of make sure that they don't cook. And then you know that you can move that data. So now that the backstory has been settled, let's get to the problem. And again, I must state, I am pissed. I got jacked. Don't like it. So I'm going to save you from getting jacked. Stick with me. All right, we're going to pop over here to the overhead. And here's my little Tridix. Let's turn this baby on. Okay, so let's take a known quantity cable. Bingo. This right here is 80 gigabits per second Thunderbolt 5. If I plug her in and I hit the function button, Boom. E-marker. Says it right there. USB-C E-marker. EPR. Right? That's that extended power range. It tells me that this is a TB5 cable, Thunderbolt 5 cable. It tells me that it will do 80 gigabits per second, and Thunderbolt 5 for PC people is called USB 4 Gen 4. Gangster. This cable, she do her job, right? I come over here and get one of my South Sun babies, which I love. Same thing. Boom. E-marker in there. This is a passive cable, so not really Thunderbolt, but it will pull USB 4 Gen 4, which means it'll do 40 gigabits per second, but it will still handle 50 volts at 5 amps. Do the math, that comes out to 240 watts. Gangster. EPR cable, extended power range. She goes. Absolutely. Now, like I said, sometimes I just need a cable to charge things fast or just handle good power. I don't care about moving data. So here we go. Bingo. USB 2 tells me it's slow. 480 megabits per second reminds me that it's slow. Extended power range though. 240 watt passive cable. This cable is good for stuff like, let's come back real quick. This cable is good for things like plugging it into the side of your Sony to let the camera stay charged instead of buying a dummy battery. This is good for plugging it into the old OBSBot here to keep it charged while I'm using NDI to move something. This is good for plugging it into, boom, don't drop it, AMRAN Lite while it's, charging and I want to use it the whole day. I want to let it run. Bingo. Good cable. You don't want junk cables, right? You want something good. All right, family. Let's get back to the piece de resistance. All right. So let me open this baby up. It says right here, listen cable. That's what it is on the package. Everything look legit. I open up this I won't use them languages. And then first things first, I plug it into here and nothing. No E-marker. Not a one. Not an E-marker to be found. Not one. Dirty. Y'all did your boy dirty. Plug in the other side. Let's see what it do. USB 2.0. No power delivery capability. Now, PD 3.1 that's the 240 we're looking for. That's that speed we're looking for. Maybe even 100 watts. This is a basic power cable. Like basic. Right? So this maybe will push 100 watts, but that's not going to fast charge. That's not going to get me 20 minutes to 60%. That's not going to get me 80% in 30 minutes. And then when I come over here, one more screen, bingo, the lights are missing. Now, when you fire up one of these babies and it's cooking the books on the next block, all the dang lights should fire up. Like the lights should light up like it's Christmas season. Hey, funny thing about this video, it is Christmas season. And so again, this is the cheaper version of that tester. This one's only like $16. But when the lights go down in the city, all these joints light up. That tells you that this cable is last name ever, first name greatest. This, I don't know what this is, but it's going back. Listen, you lied. You fabricationist. And here's the crazy thing. I normally don't check Amazon reviews because sometimes, there's people in there, God bless their heart, they don't know what they're talking about. Somebody said they bought the cables and they were damaged. This is clearly, let me use the overhead. This is clearly just a plastic laminate that comes off. So while it looks like it's scratched, let's get into focus. That looks like it's scratched. This is just a plastic laminate that peels off, and all you gotta do is pull hard enough or unpeel it, and you can see right there the plastic is moving. So that's just like, protected and shipping. Nothing damaged. But the cable would be nice. The flexibility is nice. It's in there. But I should have known as soon as I opened it how thin it was that this cable is a lie. Like Rick Ross said, the devil is a lie. So, my friends, number one, a couple months ago, I made a video stating why you need a Tridix USB tester. Whether you get the good one with the screen or you get this one, you can just tell by the lights. And number two, man, listen. If you get something like this from Amazon, make sure you check it. Like, even if you don't have a cable tester, get out your 60-watt charger and that cable, put it in your phone when your phone is at 0, 20, 1, 2%, and time how long it takes to get to that prescribed speed. Because I tell you what, This sucker won't fast charge, not nay, nothing. You know what I say around these here parts? I don't know who need to hear that, but if it was you, let me know in the comment section below. What else have you ever bought from Amazon that was completely mislabeled? And I think it's important that we come here and call them out, because I make tons of reviews saying when stuff is good. And I normally don't make negative reviews. And I'm not going to say this is a bad cable, but that's not the use case I bought it for. The use case I bought it for is a lie. If I just wanted to have this in my car to plug in my phone so I can listen to Biggie Smalls live from Redford Stuyvesant, it's the livest one representing BK to the fullest, this cable would rock, right? If all I want to do is charge my AirPods, gangster. Keep it in the airplane or something, perfect. But don't tell me this is a 240 watt cable when it ain't. That's just lies. Listen. So there you go. I'm not going to say bad cable. I'm not going to say bad review, but it definitely is not an E-marker capable cable. And once again, don't know who need to hear this, but if you, let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, press the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and right about now, the algorithm is going to show you another video they think you should watch, and I agree with them.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk.